Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here today right across from the West Side Market in Ohio City, and we're talking today with Lee Fisher, who is the CEO of CEOs for Cities. Lee, welcome back to Cleveland.
Thomas, I'd love to be with Cool Cleveland all the time. Thank you.
You've got a big event coming up for CEOs for Cities. Talk about this. A really interesting workshop you got coming right back here to Cleveland.
Yeah, June 18th to the 20th, we're having a national workshop. We're bringing leaders from about 25 cities all around the country to talk about how to make their city more successful, and we're going to use Cleveland as the example.
So you got people coming in small groups. What kind of people are you looking for? This isn't really for the general public. It's really what designers, folks that are in urban planning. What kind of folks are you looking for?
We're looking for people who want to make their city more successful. They can be an architect, they can be a designer, they can be an artist, they can be an entrepreneur. Yes, they can be a CEO, but you don't have to be a CEO. The bottom line is, doesn't matter what your rank is, doesn't matter what your title is, as long as you're interested in making your city more successful, this is the workshop that I think you'll enjoy.
So it's a workshop, right? These are going to be sessions. They're going to come in, and there'll be maybe a keynote. You said possibly the mayor.
Yeah.
And then what do? They get on some transportation. You take them around?
Well, first of all, we're going to have Mayor Jackson, of course. We'll probably have the mayor of Pittsburgh. We're going to have the mayor of Greenville, South Carolina. We're going to have people from as far away as Portland and as close as Grand Rapids and Columbus and Cincinnati. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how do you connect things? How do you connect to your waterfront? How do you connect to your river? How do you connect to your best companies and the most talent? Connected cities is where it's at. You can have lots of smart people, Thomas, and you can have lots of beautiful buildings. But if you don't find ways to connect them, you don't have economic growth.
Right. So what do they do then? Do they take this stuff back to their home cities, and these are people that can actually put it into action?
Yes, in fact, we'll actually create a workbook out of this workshop and give it to each of the cities to say, here's some ideas for what cities are doing in areas that you care about. And we're going to use Cleveland as the backdrop. We're going to go to the West Side Market right behind me. We're going to go to Detroit Shoreway in the Gordon Square Arts District. We're going to go to University Circle. And then we're going to ask cities not just to listen to us, but to tell us what they're doing in their cities like what we're doing here.
You know, I was at your annual meeting in Grand Rapids, and it was a fabulous event. I mean, it was so well planned, so well organized, and turns out that's a pretty cool city. A lot smaller than Cleveland, but for a day or two, it was a blast. You did a great job of organizing it, and I expect you're planning to do the same thing here.
We do. We use technology. We try to have cutting-edge conferences that are fun but also informative. We get outside so you can actually learn what is happening in the city, like we did in Grand Rapids when thousands of people were there because of Art Prize. And you know, no city, Thomas, lacks talent. Cleveland doesn't lack talent. Pittsburgh doesn't lack talent. But every city lacks a vehicle for connecting with the ideas and talent in other cities, and that's why we exist.
Well, keep up the good work, Lee. Thank you so much. Stay in touch. Looking forward to the workshop. The Connected City is where it's at. Thanks for taking time to talk.
Thank you for Cool Cleveland, and thank you, Thomas.
It's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.